Good afternoon, you crazy metalheads and you crazy rockers in this crazy world, as I keep on telling you. I'm Aldin. I'm with Underground Noise Webzine. This is Webisode number 90. Tonight, I've got the pleasure of interviewing Tassos from the legendary metal band known as Marauder. I don't know if anybody remembers Marauder, but welcome, Tassos. How you feeling?
Hello, hello. Nice to be on your show or whatever. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Everything's fine.
That's cool. First off, I'd like you to take me way back to Marauder's very first show. What was that like?
My very first show with Marauder was not as a full-time member. I was as a session musician just to help the guys because they had some problems with their singer. So they called me to save the day. Let's say that. And it was back in 2016. But now I'm a full-time member. It was a nice show. It was a nice show. It was a packed venue, about 1,200 people, and it was very good.
That's awesome. It's always good to have a nice large crowd to see them headbang, hit the pit a few times, and go crazy.
Yeah, metal situations.
Absolutely. Did you guys ever think you would withstand this test of time over 30 years worth of metal music?
Um, you know what? When you play heavy metal, you don't think about this. You know, you just do your stuff. You're focused, and you just do your stuff, and whatever happens around you doesn't matter. You just do what you want.
What can Marauder fans expect from your new album coming out?
Well, I've seen the reactions and the comments on the videos and the YouTube songs that have been uploaded. Um, some of them I can say that they are a bit confused. When you are a classic metal band, or if you are a band that you go straight forward to a specific type of heavy metal, fans are expecting to listen something like that. For example, Metallica fans, they were always expecting to listen to another Master of Puppets, another Ride the Lightning, another Injustice for All, and voila, Black Album was out, and there was like, what's that? So I don't say that we went too far from our musical direction, but I believe that we made our style more harsh and a bit more thrashy than the old ones, which were more classic heavy metal. So the majority of fans loved it, but there are some that said, for example, you went a little bit to the American sound, just like Metallica, and it's weird. We
Well,
can't have everybody pleased.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I listened to a little bit of it myself because my friend David helped hook up this from the metal list, and I was like, wow, Marauders changed it up a little bit, but at the same time, they still got their own edge to them.
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key. You may change, but the main core must be the same.
Absolutely, because I've heard you guys since high school. I heard you guys back in like 1994, and I was just like a freshman in school, and one of my friends came up to me in my economics class. He's like, "Hey Al, you ever listened to Marauder before?" I'm like, "No, but it sounds pretty cool." He was giving me a ride into my parents' house, and he plays it in his tape deck of his car at the time before CD players were popular, you know. And
Uh-huh.
like, wow, this is really tasty music, man. I didn't know you liked this kind of stuff, so I really dug it right away. And I still listen to you guys till this very day. So
Thank you. It's an honor for us.
yeah, you guys are welcome. I mean, you guys just keep on going. Over 30 years of music. I'm just like, holy shit. Not too many bands last that long. I mean, how did you guys survive so much?
Um, it's a matter of will, and when music becomes a profession, and that's a very important thing that I'm going to say, believe me, when music becomes a profession, you somehow lose some of the magic that goes around. Because right now, for example, everybody in the band has their own profession. Some a chef, our guitarist is a doctor, and we kind of get away from everything when we play with the band. And that's good, because all the good things that you have and the bad things, you put them into music. And that happens with no pressure at all. It's just flowing. When you have to play music because it's your job, that's when the magic is lost. And that's when sometimes you say, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do something else that might bring me more money. And you can't go on for 30, 40 years to do this. But of course, there are exceptions. The dinosaurs like Iron Maiden, that it's their profession also, but they play very good music. Manowar also do that.
Yeah, Cannibal Corpse, another one.
Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, they're still shredding out.
Favorite band, but I'm more into Morbid Angel.
Yeah, I like some Morbid Angel stuff myself. Blessed Are the Sick, Altars of Madness, Covenant, Domination.
It's an extraordinary band. Trey Azagthoth is
Yeah, his guitar technique is just like, how did you come up with that idea? You know, because when I write music, people say to me, "You got unorthodox riffs. You kind of sound like Morbid Angel a little bit." And I'm like, "No, I got my own sound, but thanks for listening."
Yeah, and the weird stuff is if you look every photo of Trey Azagthoth, his hands, the guitar are like that.
Yeah, he's like contortionist type thing, you
Yeah,
know.
that's the stuff. Well,
Like, how
cool
do you
band.
do that, man? How did you stretch your fingers that far? You got spider fingers or some shit going on here,
From
bro.
here to here, and
And you're looking at the
he's a very
guitar like,
weird guy. Yeah, and he's a very weird guy.
I can imagine. So I've never met him, but I'd like to talk to him at some point in time. So that'd be cool. Trey Azatoth, what a name. I don't know if that's German or if it's Dutch or what, but still, that's a unique
I
name.
think he has some Greek roots in his blood. There are some Greek roots. I remember an interview back in '98 or something. The weirdest interview I have ever read, and he said that his grandparents, one of his grandparents was Greek.
That's really cool. Do you guys have any upcoming shows or any upcoming tours?
Upcoming shows, we're planning. We had a release party in a local live stage, live club. It was good. Weird because after COVID, people are very hasty, with the concerts and stuff. They're hasty, but they're hungry also. They want to go to live shows, but they're a little bit. They have forgotten how to how to be in a metal club. They were like watching. Come on, come on! It's a heavy metal show. Do something.
Yeah, behave like you were supposed to, go headbang, go mosh pit,
Yeah,
throw
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
around a little bit, get
But it's
involved.
like bicycle. After a bit, you remember it.
Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't take too long to learn how to ride a bicycle. And once you got it for life.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Unless you got dementia, then you forget how to do almost everything. But nobody wants that to happen, I don't think. When you guys are on tour, what do you guys like to do on your days off? Like, say, for an example, you have a day off from a show, you want to go sightseeing or check out the local restaurants or shops in
I
country.
have news for you. We've never been on tour,
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, but if we were, we would probably like to hang out and grab a beer and see some sightseeing. And at night, guess what? Grab a beer in a local bar not get wasted, just chill out.
Absolutely.
It's the stuff that I told you before. Most of Greek bands, except some very big bands, just like I don't know if you know Rotting Christ, Septic
Yeah.
Flesh.
Yep.
These are the big Greek bands um, that are touring. But since we have our jobs, we there's no way to tour. You know, I can't leave my house, can't leave my family to go out on tour. Not now. I would do that 10 years ago, but not now that I'm 40.
Yeah, I can
That's
understand
not the
that.
kind of life that I have chosen.
Yeah, I'm pushing 44 next month, believe it or not. And I don't feel it. Some days I feel like I'm a teenager ready to just jump up on stage and run back and forth like I'm Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones. But at the same time, that dude's got energy like a chipmunk, man. He doesn't stop.
We're big kids.
That's usually how it is, man. You got to have that energy level. Otherwise, you're going to lose it. You know, how do you sustain your energy while you're on stage?
How do I sustain my energy? Can you believe it? I don't do anything that I have to do when I'm on stage. You know, I listen to some of the singers and say, I do some vocal exercises before I go on stage. I don't do nothing. I just go at the club, do my sound check, go backstage, wait, and go outside and sing. There's nothing to do. Everything comes naturally.
That's
It just
awesome.
it flows.
I hope you stay hydrated. That's definitely a good rule right there.
That's the main point, to stay hydrated and to have a good sleep the night before. That's the only thing I do to preserve my voice in a good shape.
Is that how you keep your voice from cutting out? Like, say, for an example, the next day you wake up and your voice is really, really deep and guttural and you can't speak right. I mean,
Can you believe it that that hasn't happened to me 6 years now? I had even when I had the first show with Marauder in 2016. It was a very, very, very bad period for my voice. You know, I don't know why. I was down. And when the show, there are some videos on the YouTube of that show. And when the show finished, I took the guys, since I knew that I wasn't a full time member of the band. I got the guys together and told them, sorry for today. I wasn't as I wanted to be, but I promise that I will make up to you. And I kept my promise.
that's really cool.
Yeah, but I haven't been down since then. I don't know why. Maybe it's my body formation or something. Who
I
knows?
don't know. It could be any matter of things, really.
Yeah.
You and I were just talking about septic flesh and rotting Christ. Do you remember the band called Incineration?
Uh, that's not a Greek one.
Incineration? There's a band called Incineration from Greece. It's
I don't remember. I don't remember them.
okay. They got an album out called Disciples of the Garot. It's actually pretty intense for what it is, but I interviewed their one band member, Chris Demopoulos,
Mhm.
and I didn't know if you guys knew Incineration or not, but
Is it brutal death?
yeah,
I can guess it from the title. You know.
yeah, they're pretty much brutal death metal from Greece, and they're pretty damn good for what they are. You know, I mean, I'd like to give a shout out to those guys and tell them keep it going, you guys, most definitely.
I'll check them out. I'll check them out. I have lots of friends in Greece that play brutal death and Mortal Torment and other bands.
That's funny.
Uh,
Speaking of Mortal Torment, I'm wearing my Mortal Decay t-shirt today.
oh,
Yeah, one of the original presses.
what's your favorite brutal singer?
Honestly, I would have to go with John Gallagher from Dying Fetus.
Good choice. Good
Yep,
choice.
him and Frank Mullen from Suffocation, even though Frank doesn't play with Suffocation anymore.
Since when?
I think it was since the Blue album that they came out with.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
like 2017, I believe. Because they had their self-titled album and then they came out with that one afterwards. I can't remember the title of it, but they have a song called "The Warmth Within the Dark" and something like that, and it's fucking great.
I had some friends once that they were playing brutal death metal. They called, how did they call? They called the band Flesh Art.
Flesh Heart. I don't know that one, but I know Flesh
No,
Crawl and Flesh
they're not
Grind.
right. They had two demos or something, and then they disappeared. Flesh Art. And I went to the rehearsal once, and I was like, that, you know, they had some titles like Baby Eater.
Oh wow, that sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
and because it sounded a little bit childish, they did it Infant Eater and something like that.
Oh
And
wow.
wearing some nice T-shirts, which were wearing a death metal mafia. It was very, very nice.
I would love to check that out.
Yeah.
What songs by Marauder do you like performing the most?
Well, okay, let's not hide from ourselves. 1021 is everybody's favorite album, not only because it speaks about the Greek Revolution, but because it's a classic album, and I like my favorite one is "Free Like an Eagle."
I haven't heard that
Although
song.
the anthem is "The Greek Revolution Begins," and everybody's singing when we're playing it live. "Free Like an Eagle" is my favorite song because maybe because it's the first song that I met Marauder with.
That's really awesome. I haven't heard that one in quite some time, so I'm gonna have to backtrack a little bit and get back to it and say, "Oh yeah, I remember that now."
Do that, please. It's a great song. "Free Like an Eagle."
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out again, most definitely. I see you got some tattoos. What kind of tattoos do you got?
Oh, that's a big story.
Yeah, I got a few tattoos of my own too. So
My tattoos are ancient Greek,
those are nice.
and you know, here in Greece, uh, there was a political party called Golden Dawn, and they were how do you call it? Right, but extremist. You know, you can tell them Nazis and stuff. You know, and they had those ancient Greek symbols. For example, this one here, the round one, is a very characteristic Greek pattern. So this party had it on its symbols and its flags and stuff. So here in Greece, if you have some tattoos, ancient Greek, you may be accused by being extremist and Nazi and whatever, Nazi friend. So I have been accused many times for being right-parted, but I'm not. I don't. I'm no politic at all. I like Greek ancient civilization. I like Greek ancient art, and that's why I have them on my arm. You know,
Yeah, always get a tattoo that you're gonna want to have and one that you feel like remembering.
everybody making tribals and Maori tattoos, and I say we have the most wonderful art. That's what we believe in the world. Why the hell should I go and make a tribal or an Indian tattoo? I don't know. I'm Greek.
Yeah,
Hello.
it's kind of funny because I was at the grocery store one time. I was wearing my Nazi punks fuck off Napalm Death T-shirt, and someone was standing behind me, and I hear, "Oh, I got a Nazi standing in front of me," and I turn around and said, "Why don't you look at it again? It's a swastika that's crossed out, man." And I hear, "Oh, sorry for the confusion." I said, "Don't apologize to me. Apologize to the band." You know, Ted Kennedy's came up with a great idea.
I don't know if you would dare to do that to Mark Barney Greenway. You know, no. You know, go in front of Mark Barney and said, "Oh, you are Nazis." The
Yeah,
next
get
moment,
hit in the face. Wouldn't want that to happen. Shit, I'd be hurting the next day, you know. Probably be laying there too, feeling like Barney hit me from napalm death. What'd you tell him? He's a fucking Nazi. No, he's not, man. I
well,
mean, could you imagine?
And because of those situations, I had that tattoo also, which says "No compromise."
Yeah, I like that. That's really cool.
And that's a favorite quote from David Vincent. If you read inside because you mentioned it before, inside the booklet of Blessed Are the Sick, I think. Sorry, he says the F word, and he says no F compromise. And
Yeah,
since then, I like that, and I got it a tattoo without the F word, of course.
that's really cool though. I got my Zyklon tattoo right here. I'm not sure if you remember Zyklon. They were a death metal band.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, they disbanded after making like what, 3 albums and a live DVD, Storm Detonation.
Mhm.
I wish they would get back together, man. Whatever happened to those guys?
No one knows. Probably a band gets disbanded because of the weird mind of one member, you know. He blows a gasket and then everything goes to
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting because I was like, okay, these guys sound really good. And then the next day, poof, they're gone. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Where'd you guys go? It's like they just fell off the grid or something.
What's your favorite band?
That's a good question. I have a numerous list, but if I would have to pick one out of every single one of them, I would have to go with Cataclysm from
Ah, you're an
Canada.
extreme metal fan.
Yeah, I like it all really. I mean, I like extreme metal, death metal, black metal, progressive metal, hardcore, like a little bit of everything really.
I'm the opposite.
Who's your favorite band?
uh, I only listen to one band in my car. You know, I have an Android unit in my car, and I put inside a USB sticker with the discography of only one band, and that one band is Stratovarius.
Oh wow.
I love Stratovarius. You know, I listen to them every day. You know, every day, different album, different songs, all the time. Stratovarius, nothing else. And that's because they make me feel good.
Yeah, you got to go with whatever makes you feel good. And if it gives you that positive energy that you're looking for, it'll help you make great things happen.
That was a nice quote. I really like their singer, Timo. He's a very good singer. I named my dog after him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
my dog name is Timo.
Oh, that's great. I've got a cat named Frostburger. Yeah,
Good.
he's got big blue eyes like the sky, you know, it's just amazing. They light up and whenever you open up a door and the sun beams on them, they look really bright green.
Oh, nice. My guy has also, you know, he's a husky, so he has blue eyes.
That's awesome. Huskies are awesome dogs. Very talkative too.
Stubborn, but nice dog.
Yeah, I got a friend named Pastor Tom. He's got a husky named Nico, and Nico just loves to talk and talk and talk. That's exactly it, bud.
The weird thing is that they talk back, you know. When I
Yeah,
talk, you cannot have more food. You like that?
yeah. Then you hear, oh, it's like they're saying, huh? Oh, wait, what? I can't have any more what? You
He's
gotta be
swearing. He's swearing.
kidding. Kind of reminds me of this one little dog I know. She goes, I'm thinking, wait, what's this? Every
Yeah.
time I hear that, I die.
And the proof is that look at his plate. It's empty.
Oh my, look at there.
What a surprise.
Very much so. Got that
Fat.
last tasty morsel. It's just over there in the corner somewhere. He's like, oh, I'll find it. I'll find it. It's right there. Not a single crumb left behind. That's important too.
Have you ever had a dog in your life?
I have. I used to have a beagle when I was a teenager. And I live with 2 dogs and 3 cats right now.
Oh, okay. I got my first one. He's my first dog. I got him. He's 4 years now, and I got him when he was 3 months. And I can say that he changed my life completely, completely. The way I
That's
see things, you know, they're remarkable creatures. way more better than people.
You
My
feel it?
wife, my wife believes that also, so it's good.
I mean, it's funny that you say that. I'm sure you're familiar with a band called Animals Killing People.
No.
They're an instrumental metal band, kind of like Sleep Terror in a way. So it's
Mhm.
like really interesting because one moment it could be really extreme, the next moment it could be kind of, relaxing, like, oh wow, this is really cool. I can really just sit back and
What was the name of the band?
uh Animals Killing People.
Ah, because I know another band called Animals as Leaders.
Yeah, I know those guys.
Huh. They're
Maybe it is.
extremely technical.
That's
Ooh.
how it is. My mistake. Animals as leaders. Animals killing people is someone different.
Oh, okay.
I got them both mixed up because anytime I see something with animals in it, I'm like, wait, which one's which? Because they
Yeah. They're very progressive and extreme also. Yeah, it's a great band. It's a great band.
Yep, one I could listen to for hours on end, most definitely. Well,
They get me a little bit to sleep, but okay.
yeah, Mortification actually did that to me back in the day, back in like 1992.
Mortification, wasn't that a brutal death, the Christian?
Yeah, from Australia.
Great band.
Absolutely, man. When I first heard Squirrels of the Megaloth, I got hooked on death metal right away. And then I heard Suffocation in high school and Creator. And then I heard you guys, and I was like, holy crap, there's more bands out there like that. And now we're in 2023, and they're just like popping out of the corners everywhere, like, oh, hey, I'm in this band, I'm in that band. And you're like thinking, when
Yeah,
did this happen?
nowadays it's easy. With a computer, you can have a record.
Yep, within seconds, if you
My
want.
first death metal band was Malevolent Creation.
Yeah.
The Ten Commandments.
Oh, that's a sick album. I haven't heard that in quite some time.
See?
I was listening to Fine Art of Murder a couple days or so ago.
Fine Art of Murder. That was out about 2000 or something.
Yeah, I think that's before Rob Barrett left the band to go back to Cannibal Corpse.
2000, since 97 to 2005, it was a golden era for heavy metal.
Absolutely. There's a
Golden
lot.
era.
There's a lot of great bands coming out through those years.
Yeah. And extreme ones and not extreme ones, and some that were across the style, just like Nevermore. Do you remember?
Yeah, I love Nevermore. Warrell Dane, Jeff Loomis.
When I first time listened to Politics of Ecstasy, and there was sorry, heavy guitars, and I was expecting a guy to come in and sing like and there was World Dane singing, and I was like, that's weird. It's extremely heavy, but the vocals are clean, and I loved them since the first time.
Very operatic voice. He took opera lessons, I believe, to get the voice that he's got.
He
Or
was a
that.
chef also.
What's that?
He was a chef also.
Yeah, I didn't realize that he was a chef. So that's actually really cool. Is that what you do? You're a chef yourself?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Culinary at its finest.
Yeah, I work on in-flight catering.
That sounds like fun.
So if you travel to Greece with Delta, you will probably taste my food.
I'm gonna have to give that a shot someday. Be like, hey, I'm going to Greece. See everybody later. What are you going there for? Good food and good people.
Yeah. Good food. Yes, good people. Nowadays, it's difficult to find anywhere, believe me.
Yeah, that's true.
The only thing you will find is weird people.
Yeah, strangers, weirdos, crazy
Weird.
people.
I'm weirdo. You're weirdo in a way. But if weirdos get connected, it's okay. If they don't, that's a problem.
Hey, nothing wrong with being weird, aren't we? Weren't we born to be weird? Just a little bit peculiar.
Yeah.
I think that's the right thing to say, but I don't know. Well, dude, I've only got 8 minutes left with you here today. I was wondering if you had any words for your fans. What would you like to say to your fans out there?
What do I have to say to my fans? That's a very good question, and there are so many things that I want to say to my fans. Um, the basic sorry, I had to change the room. The basic thing I have to say is that just listen to whatever they want and do whatever they want. They must not listen to nobody else. How to live their life, how to listen to their music and stuff. You know, it's a very because you get bombed every day from the media, television, radio, what to do, what to listen, what to wear, what to eat. Just do your stuff.
That's good words, man. Most definitely. My
I'm
last
not I'm
go
not
ahead.
trying yeah, sorry. I'm not trying to start a revolution or something, but we have to react, you know. Things happen and we don't react. And I don't know why. Myself also. People are getting killed. We had a very a tragedy here in Greece. 1 month, 2 weeks ago, three. Uh, I don't know if you have heard it for with a collision of two trains.
Yeah, I did hear about that. That was really horrific sounding.
Yeah, about 100 people died immediately because some guys didn't do their job as they were supposed to do, and the trains went in the same line and they collided. And okay, we know that something was not done bad, and we just okay, 100 people died. Okay, we move on. So what? Another 100 people will die. Another 1,000 people will die, and we will like that. Oh, okay, we move on. We must do something so these things never happen again. But we don't do something. We just sit there and accept them. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, anything can definitely be prevented before it actually happens to become a disaster.
Yeah, you know, summer is coming. Here in Greece, we have the largest fleet of ships in the world. We are a tiny country, but we have the biggest maritime business in the world. But the fleet is old. I was reading an article 2 days ago that the fleet on the Aegean Sea that is traveling to the islands is a bit 20 to 30 years old. Well, are we expecting for an accident to happen to change the fleet? Everything's about money. Everything.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy, all right.
Oh my, that's a very big discussion, and we need hours for that. So go ahead to your last question.
Okay, my last question for you, man, is do you have any last words for Underground Noise Webzine?
Yeah, yeah. I have lots of words for every webzine and every zine and every magazine in the world because they are uh I believe that they have lost, not you, I'm not talking about you. I believe that you have lost your magic, everybody. And that's because money, money. That's about that. You know, we have the metal hammer in Greece. And once I remember that our first target was when we were starting a band to take out a demo and take it to Metal Hammer and have a critic, you know, a review. Nowadays, you must pay to be included in Metal Hammer. Nowadays, you must pay to be included in a billing of a big live show. I can't accept that. So people like you, Al, that keep the flag of pure metal way of living and metal way of promoting stuff uh, must be, I don't know, must be multiplied. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, we need more people like you, pure metal fans that love this music and promote this music from their heart. because I don't believe that I have to pay for my art to be promoted. Because guess what? I don't get paid. I don't earn money from heavy metal. I give money to heavy metal. For example, if I do a live show and get paid how much? I don't know, $200. I have given the last 3 months $800 in rehearsals, equipment, merchandise, and all this stuff. So I don't get paid.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that.
It's an expensive hobby, heavy metal.
Well, I'd like to tell you thank you for your time today, man. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And to everybody else out there, keep your horns up, support Marauder, support the underground, support Underground Noise Webzine, support your local music scene. Most of all,
Support my friend Al, because he's great.
awesome, brother.
And if you ever come to Greece, give me a ring. I'll be here.
I definitely will. I definitely will.
Hang out and have some beer and wherever. Go to some rock bars and stuff, get wasted and enjoy life.
Absolutely, dude. That sounds like a good idea.
Thank you very much, Al.
Hey, you're welcome.
Good night.